Hi, my name is Olivia Howell, and I attended the trumpet ensemble. Walking in, they began the show with the Star Spangled Banner. This arrangement was pretty standard. There was nothing too unique about it, but it was unique that they played it fully on trumpet. I've never heard it played that way. The second song they played was In Trust Thy Ways. It was a hymn. It was a pretty solemn song. It was played in 4/4 harmony, and it started off a bit soft and then built a bit gradually through the song. The third song they played was Canzon Septimi Toni Number 2. This is the oldest piece in trumpets. It was made by an Italian composer, and it was meant to be played in the St. Bart's Cathedral. The trumpets, when they were playing, they were on two different balconies in the concert hall. They played together and then apart, echoing each other. There was a lot of back and forth of soft and loud, and it felt like a continuous loop of sounds because they were playing and echoing each other. You don't really hear very often a live echo in that way between two instruments. You can hear it sometimes in like produced music, but you don't hear it that often. So I thought that was really, really interesting. There's a lot of swelling and pulsating in the songs. It just kind of gradually kept like getting bigger and smaller over and over. The fourth song played was Fantasia for 7 trumpets. This song was not conducted. It was a piece of chamber music and with not the entire trumpet section, so there were only 7 people playing. The beat was very fast and almost like the music for when people were going off to war. A couple of measures in, the tempo slowed down, but it only lasted a short period of time, almost like it was alternating between fast and slow. I like that you could distinctly hear each player is playing something unique and individual. You could hear their harmonies very well. During this song, they actually had these like muffled, I don't know exactly what they're called, but I think they're like mufflers, and they would put them in the front of the trumpet during certain parts, and it'd kind of like distort the sound and make it a little bit quieter, or like, I don't know, that's really cool, and I feel like that'd be something I'd like to learn more about. The fourth song was Magnum Mysterium, and it was arranged for a trumpet ensemble. It showed their ability to play in a vocal style. At first, it was much slower in tempo than the rest of the songs they played. It was more emotional and seemed like a sadder piece, almost like Wishing a Farewell. I really enjoyed this song because it really showed off the capabilities of a trumpet and how vocal it can sound. And I also really liked the way the conductor described the song beforehand. For the fifth song, it was Concert Etude. This one had more of a silly vibe. It was originally written for a trumpet solo and a piano, so the piano was originally supposed to be playing the piece and have a trumpet solo during it, but it was rearranged and recomposed for 12 different trumpet parts, and so all of the trumpet parts were playing the piano part along with the trumpet solo, and you could really hear how each of them corresponded with each other's. I really liked the song because it also showed off how versatile the trumpet can be. For the last song they played Get It On, and they brought out a percussionist for this one. This song was originally played by Bill Chase, who was a big trumpet player back in the 70s. It was very upbeat, and you could hear how it was part jazz and part rock, and there was definitely a melody section that had solos, and you could tell, which you could differentiate between the vocal parts and the jazz parts, which I thought was very cool. For as far as the performers and the conductors, I really thought the performers were really amazing to watch. They seemed very into it. They seemed very happy and lively up there. I think that's always a really good trait to have when you're performing, because it definitely gets the audience more entertained and involved as well. The conductor was also very energetic. I like that he gave backstory on every song before it was played so that we could know a little bit about the history and where it originated from, which also gave us a greater feel for what type of music we'd be listening to and certain things to look out for while they were playing. The event, as far as the event goes, I went to a very music-focused school, so I was kind of used to going to concerts like that and seeing different types of instruments, and I have a pretty good ear for it. But nothing really unexpected happened other than them going up to the balcony and having like different parts. And having the percussion the percussion is thrown um, on the stage at the last song. I thought it was a very, very involved and interesting event. I really did enjoy the music event. I felt like everyone was super involved and aware, and like all of the audience was very focused. It just was a very nice experience. I think the one thing I'd like to know more about is just more about how the trumpet is made and the like muffler devices used, because they all kind of made different sounds. I'm pretty sure there were like two different types that they had up there, and they were played differently. Um, During the last song, actually, the conductor played along with the rest of the students, which I thought was really interesting as well. So, thank you.